Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Beth and this is Best Bookish Reviews, and I'm here today to film my March TBR. Yes, I am in a different place, and it is because we're having some issues in my office. My husband had to repair a leak and I don't have part of a wall put up. He's got to repair the wall, so I said I would just film right here and we would be fine. So first of all, I want to say for books, I am going to be reading in March. For March and April, for my Dickens along, I will be reading Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens. My friend Chris and I will be reading this March and April. If you want to join along, I haven't mapped out how many chapters I'll be reading a day or a week or whatever. But I do know that Oliver Twist is about an orphan, and that's about all. I've never read Oliver Twist, but I am looking forward to it. The next thing I want to address is I was contacted toward the end of January, beginning of February by Ocean View Publishing, and was asked by a lady named Faith from Ocean View Publishing, if I would like to review a couple of books. They've already been published, so you can get these books if you would like. They are River of Lies by James Laetoli. I'm not sure how you say his last name. And Broadcast Blues by R.G. Belsky. Now, River of Lies is the second in the series, I believe, and it's a detective book, so I'm excited about that one. I've read like a couple of pages, but I haven't really gotten into it yet. I'm so excited to review these, and I can't wait to get started in them. So I have downloaded River of Lies, and so thank you, Ocean View Publishing. Thank you, Faith at Ocean View Publishing, for contacting me. And yes, those are on my TBR for March and possibly for purchase. The next thing would be Jenna's book club, which is Books Love Everyone. And we will be reading MMK's The Ordinary Princess, which is a classic. And I believe she said it was a children's classic. If you do middle grade March, I think it would fit, I think she said. I've never read it. Looking forward to it. It's a little book, and she's paired it with Alan Townsend's This Ordinary Stardust. So, don't know anything about this one either. It does say a scientist's path from grief to wonder. So, the next thing that I will mention, these are my must-reads, is the 250th celebration of Jane Austen's birthday, the In Search of Wonder, and I can never remember the other channel name. I'll post him down below. The read is Cecilia by Frances Burney. It is a chunker. I'm going to have to break this one up. But in all actuality, there are not a lot of words on the page. The page is kind of small, and there are only a few words on the page. It'll just be getting in there and getting the books read. Now, for Chantel's read along, which is the Maud L.M. Montgomery read along, we will be reading Anne of the Island. I don't have my copy in yet. It's supposed to be here tomorrow, but with the weather like it is, I'm not sure. So I have ordered it. Should be in tomorrow. We'll see. And this is just Anne of Green Gables continuation. And then I will be buddy reading Prophet by Frank Peretti with Chantel. And I'm so looking forward to this. I do have the book, and I will show it to you when I go to get some books. However, it is time to draw books. So, give me just a moment. Okay, I have my 25 books and 25 in there. I'm going to draw 2. It snowed here last night, so I got the day off from school. First one is, no, I know I have changed that one. Okay, The Secret Life of Addie LaRue. Now this is a reread. I have read this, but I didn't care for it when I read it, and I'm wondering if my tastes have changed. If they have not, this will be going on the Pango Books. So, it is a fantasy. Then the next one, if this is Kinfo yet, I'm not reading it. I have 2 in my hand. I'm trying to only pull one out. I hope that's just one. Oh, Dear Edward. Okay, this is a book of the month. And it also fits for my blue for my 52 weeks. Okay, now we're going to pull all of these out and sit them out. And we're going to put my prompts for my 52 books in 52 weeks. Now, as I said before, some of these have changed, so I don't have new ones put in. So we're going mainly by the prompt, not really the book. And then I'll have to check the book to see if it's what it is. Okay, so this one has not changed. I accidentally. Audiobook, this is prompt number 31. Audiobook has multiple narrators. This is The Quiche of Death by MC Beaton. That one I just know. It hasn't changed. This one is different because I haven't read the first one. Okay, so this is actually the first one. Assistant to the Villain. This is A Sprayed Edge, number 23. Last time I pulled it, I didn't get it read. Next one is, you can't see it, neither can I. The Naturals, genre 1, set in the spring. I don't know if that one has changed or not. So we're going to set that one to an I don't know. And the last pull, oh, that's the wrong one. That one was, I thought for sure I pulled it out. Okay, these I don't have yet. But this one may be different. I may have changed this one. It says includes Latin American history. And I have the 7 Sisters down. So I may have changed that one. So let me look. Let me pull these and I'll get back to you. All right, I'm back. For genre 1, prompt 6, set in spring. I did not choose the Naturals. I changed it. I have Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. And this is by Heather Fawcett. Sorry, I got something in my eye. Okay. For prompt 23, A Sprayed Edge. I am not reading Apprentice to the Villain. This is supposed to have been assistant to the villain all along by Hannah Nicole Mayer. Sprayed edge. I am still reading MC Beaton's The Quiche of Death. 4 includes Latin American history, sorry. I am reading The Inheritance of Orcadia Divina by Zoraida, sorry, I'm not pronouncing that correctly, Cordova. And then I pulled, for my 25 and 25, I pulled Dear Edward by Anne Napolitano. And a reread, which is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab, to see if I feel any different before I pass it on. Okay. Now, finished with those. And prompts. So I also want to try to get Thorny Hold on this one because Dia is reading it with somebody and it just sounded so good and I have it. And yeah, I just want to read it. I'm going to reach down here and I'm going to get a couple of, I'm going to pull 2 lemonade ones. I'm going to show you one. A book about the civil rights movement. And a book set in Alaska. Okay. Hear me out. I feel like this is the civil rights movement, even though it isn't set during the civil rights movement. No, we're not gonna go with that one. I was gonna go with one about, never mind. Let's see what else we can get down here. So I may trade them. And a spooky book. That could be Thorny Hold. I think Thorny Hold has a bit of a gothic air to it. Okay, let's pull this one. A book published after 2015. Starts with the same letter as your name. Okay, I could use B or E because people call me Beth, but my real name is Elizabeth. Okay. A book with yellow on the cover. Oh, upside down. Small town setting. I'm just getting some to go pull. And then I may pull some more. An award on the cover. Like New York Times bestseller, Oprah's Choice. Oops. All right, one more. We'll go with this one. It was on top. A book with a 5-word title. Okay. Oh, I gotta pull one more. Okay. Nope, not that one. I don't have many of them. Okay, we'll do this. Uses the word child, kid, baby, or children in the title. Okay, be back. Okay, I haven't found all of them, but I found most of them. And so let's go ahead and address my buddy read with Chantel. So I will be reading Prophet by Frank Peretti. And it says, "You will know the truth and the truth will set you free. John Barrett, anchorman for News 6 at 5, the city's most watched newscast, has a problem. His comfortable, successful world is being jarred to the breaking point. He's caught his producer skewing a story to fit her own prejudices, then lying to cover her tracks, and she appears to be hiding something much bigger. His father's accidental death suddenly isn't looking so accidental. Carl, his estranged son, has returned to challenge his integrity and probe to find the man behind the TV image. The supposedly professional and objective newsroom is now divided and fighting over truth. And what are these mysterious voices Barrett is hearing? So that is my buddy read with Chantel. Okay, and then for I'm still reading The Lost Civilization Enigma by Philip Coppens. All right, I'm gonna save this one for last because it needs to be on top. I'm not done looking though, because I still have a couple more and I want to draw a couple more. You know, I like lots of books to choose from. So a book with a 5-word title, I chose Spectres in the Glass House by Jamie Jo Wright. I put this on my TBR for Dual Timeline here a while back and never did get to it. And that's a shame because I love Jamie Jo Wright. Flip these over. Start my stack. A small town setting. I had this one on my TBR as well and didn't get to it. Christy. I'm going to use it for this one. And this is about Cutter's Gap. So, and Christy goes to be a teacher. Like I said, I want to read Mary Stewart's Thornyhold. And I'm using this as my spooky book. If it's not spooky, I can always count Prophet as spooky because Frank Peretti writes some spooky stuff. All right. An award on the cover. I'm going to continue my series of Louise Penny's. So A Trick of the Light. And this has New York Times bestseller author on the cover. All right, and then it says a book with yellow on the cover. Kate Alice Marshall's A Killing Code. And there's yellow in the cover too. A book published after 2015. It's a reread, but that's okay. Fourth Wing. I need to reread the whole series so I can get to Onyx Storm. And then a book set in Alaska. Debbie McComer's Alaska Nights. Okay, so I still need a book about civil rights. And I may have to get one from school, because I have a couple up there. In fact, we are reading some, so I may count one that we're reading. Starts with the same letters as your name. Uses the word child, kid, baby, or children. I may not. Uses the word child, kid, baby, or children. I mean, I can find those. That's why I'm pulling a couple more. So we're going to pull this one. And it says, let me get a hold of it right. A book by one of your favorite authors. That's always a fun one. Literary fiction. An author's debut novel. And let's go down and dig for one of the laminated ones. The title begins with an F. Okay, we'll do another one. And no, it's hard to find those. I don't have one of those. A mystery featuring dogs. Okay. Let's go see what we can find. Okay, I'm back. So, for my last few books, I have this pool that was a mystery featuring dogs, and I'll put it up on the screen. I'm going to read on my Kindle, Murder at the Mayan Temple, and I believe this fits middle grade because that looks like a middle grade read, but it does fit my prompt. And then I'm doubling up on this prompt for literary fiction. I'm going to use The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. For a book about the civil rights movement, I'm going to use a book from school. I do not know which one yet. I'll pick it and then I'll post it. For the title begins with an F. I have A Fallen Petal by Ruth Logan Hearn. You never count the A unless you need to count the A. Then I have a book that starts with the same letter as your name. I'm using My Name Beth, Bad Tourists by Caro Carver. I did not find one for uses the word child, kid, baby, or children. I have one by Ted Decker, but I'm just not ready to read him yet. And if I choose to read one, I'll let you know. I can do a search and find one. But a book by one of your favorite authors, I have chosen Persuader by Lee Child because the new series is coming out, Jack Reacher, and I want to get it read. Then it was an author's debut novel. I was supposed to read this last year. 4 Weekends and a Funeral by Ellie Palmer. And that is my TBR for March. It's quite lengthy, but that's what I'm going to read. And if you enjoyed this TBR, give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.